Good day everyone, and in this video we're going to be tackling Bedwars, specifically how to get better at Bedwars. Now I'm not a professional Bedwars player, but I learned some skills that help me get wins, skills, and get better at the game. Now in this video we're going to be tackling 4 main things in Bedwars, which is PvP, bridging, game sense, and some techniques that professional or pro players use. Number 1 is PvP. Now when it comes to PvP, there are 3 important things that you should know, and it's CPS, aim, and movement. First off is CPS. CPS, or clicks per second, is the amount of times that you click on your mouse, both left and right button. Now CPS is very important in some manners, such as comboing. Doing a combo is where you consecutively hit your opponent to the point where they are immobilized and they can't touch you. The reason CPS matters for this is because you need to keep hitting your opponent by clicking to combo them. Now a lot of people have proven that CPS doesn't matter when comboing, but in my eyes CPS doesn't really matter, and the important part is number 2, your aim. Your aim is keeping your crosshair on your opponent to hit them, just like in most PvP game modes. Aim is the most important thing in Minecraft, and since Minecraft is a fast-paced game mode that requires a lot of tracking, so having the right sensitivity will give you the best aim. Now, Minecraft is a movement-based game mode, so practice movement-based techniques such as sprint resetting, for example, block hitting, S tapping, and double tapping. Strafing, which is moving left to right using your A and D keys, will distract your opponent and ruin their aim. Next thing to get good in Bedwars is bridging. Now, you don't need to learn God Bridge, Moonwalk, Breezely, or even Telebridge, or any complicated bridge in general. I suggest learning how to speed bridge. Speed bridging is a fairly easy bridging method where you do a shift and on-shift movement to place blocks and bridge faster and faster. A faster variation of the speed bridge is the Schneller bridge or Schneller bridge. It's a more harder version of the speed bridge, which you should learn after mastering the speed bridge. Next thing is the most important part in all of video games and any player versus player game modes is game sense. Game sense is where you analyze the situation and think of strategies and apply them to win. Some key things of game sense in Bedwars includes map knowledge, knowing whether the amount of iron to rush in a map, game events such as when dragons will spawn, diamond and emerald upgrades, or even bed destruction. And knowing who is being aggressive by taking a look at chat, checking which name is getting the most kills. If you know which name is getting the most kills, that will let you know, oh, I need to focus on this player more, or like try to eliminate him immediately because he's a threat, because he's being aggressive. Now, to develop game sense is just to play more games and get used to your surroundings and what you're playing in general. Now, you see all these big brain plays and stuff. Let's take a look at Among Us, for example. I've used this Among Us example in a previous tutorial, so I'll use it again. Let's say you're about to kill someone, but you have to think, how am I going to kill this guy without letting the others find out? So you use your game sense, like analyze what's going on in the situation, and then you apply what you've learned into putting a good strategy to kill that person without letting you get caught. Now let's go back to Bedwars. Analyzing your situation, such as which map or which players being aggressive or the game events, is a very key thing that you should learn, and that will make you get better at Bedwars. Now, the last thing is techniques that professional or pro players use. First thing is block-ins. Now, if you see a big bed defense and you want to break it without getting caught, I suggest learning how to do a block-in. A block-in is where you break a block, like one block, and then you surround yourself around the bed defense using your own blocks, whether it's wool, wood, or endstone, or to block yourself inside the bed defense so that the other players can't catch you, and that gives you a better chance of breaking the bed. Now, to do good block-ins is that you just need like your aim. Another thing to make good block-ins is your aim, because you need to place all the blocks right. One wrong block and that it's just all over. Now when it comes to blocking, it's a much more fast-paced technique because you gotta do what's under pressure, because if you don't do a block-in correctly, players are gonna find out that you're in their base and they can kill you. So I suggest practicing block-ins, because the faster the block-in, the better chance you get of breaking the bed. The next thing is, what will be your play style? Will you be an aggressive player or going out eliminating people? Just like killing people, getting beds, or will you be much more of a calm player, which is like getting emeralds, diamond upgrades, items, expanding your bed defense, and you're scamping in your base? So Now, this is another thing where game sense comes in. You just need to like play more games to find out which type of player are you. Are you a calm player or are you an aggressive player? Now, if you're playing a team game mode, preferably with friends, because like if you're playing with random teammates, it doesn't really end well. Now, playing with random teammates is called solo queuing. Playing with a friend and the rest of your teammates are randoms, that's duo queuing. So for example, you play 4v4s without a party and you join a random game and you get queued into random people. That's called solo queuing. Now there's also another type of solo queuing where you just like have 0 teammates at all and you're just like completely alone. Now if you're in a team game mode, like I said, preferably with friends or party, I suggest assign roles for each other. For example, who's bridging to other person's base, who's defending the bed, who's getting resources, who's gonna be aggressive and stuff. Now, like, I suggest like take the role that you know you're good in. For example, if you're good at defending, tell your teammates, I'm gonna defend hands down. If you know you're good at bridging, tell your teammates, I'm going to be the ones bridging. So, yeah. Now, if you want me to cover a topic that I really didn't cover in this guide, I suggest to comment it down below. So I know I love reading your comments and suggestions, and I might cover that topic in the next video. So that is all for today. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. It's free. You can always unsubscribe later. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye.